What is up, math superstars? In this edition of Mr. Peterson Presents, we are going to be talking about the coordinate plane. So here are some key things to know about our coordinate plane here. And so we have two different axes going on here. So we have our x-axis. This is a number line that's going left to right. And so just like our number line from our integers, so we can label this number line here. Let's pick a good color. So we can label this as 1, 2, 3, and then 4. But then going to the left is going to be negative numbers, -1, -2, -3, and then -4. But then we have a vertical axis. This is a y-axis, and this y-axis is just a vertical number line. And so the numbers going up are positive. So let's go and label them. So we label them as +1, +2, +3, and then +4. And then the numbers going down are going to be -1, -2, -3, and then -4. So here we're talking about quadrants. These are the 4 areas of our coordinate plane. So quadrant 1 can be found in right here. In this area, our coordinates are both positive and positive. In quadrant 2, our coordinates are negative and then positive. In quadrant 3, our coordinates are negative and negative. And in quadrant 4, our coordinates are positive and negative. And so in trying to know where the quadrants are, if you know where number 1 is, it makes a C for a coordinate plane. And then we have the origin. This is the center point of our coordinate plane, and this can be labeled with the ordered pair 0, 0. And so when we talk about an ordered pair, the way we label this is we label the x coordinate first, and then the y. And so I gave a little hint here, so it helps me remember. What we do is we always start in the origin in the middle, and then what we do is we walk along the x-axis, and then we're going to climb on the y-axis. So here's how this will work. So here we have the origin, is where we're going to start at, and there's Mr. Peterson. He's in quadrant number 1. And what we're going to do is let's figure out the x-axis first. And so what we're going to do is we start in the origin, and then we're going to count the lines of the x-axis. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then we stop. So our x-coordinate is going to be 3. And then our y-coordinate, now we're going to climb. So let's go ahead and climb. So we're going to count the lines going up. 1, 2. And our order pair where Mr. Peterson is the order pair 3, 2. So telling us that we're going to go 3 units to the right on our x-axis, and then we're going to go 2 units up to find Mr. Peterson. Oh, let's find Mr. Peterson now. Once again, we're going to start in the center, in the origin, and what we're going to do is we're going to go walking along our x-axis first. So in order to do that, we're going to go left this time. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the left. When we go 4 units to the left, that's going to give us -4. And then Mr. Peterson we're going to be climbing down. So let's go ahead and climb down to find Mr. Peterson. So we're going to climb down 1, so that's represented as -1, which gives us the order pair of -4, -1. So let's find Mr. Peterson again. So we're going to start in the origin. So we're going to walk along the x-axis here. So let's go ahead and take a walk. We're going to walk 3 units to the left. And then we stop because we found Mr. Peterson. So our x-axis our x-coordinate is going to be -3. And so since we didn't climb at all, we didn't go up or down, let's go ahead and label that with a 0 because we didn't go anywhere up or down. So let's find Mr. Peterson, start in the origin. And let's go ahead and let's walk first. So you notice that Mr. Peterson is directly above us. So our x-coordinate is going to be 0. We don't have to walk anywhere. We're just climbing. So let's climb up. 1, 2, 3. So if we climb up, we're climbing positive. And so we're going to label that as +3. So our ordered pair for Mr. Peterson is the ordered pair 0, 3. All right, now Mr. Peterson's going to play a little Pokemon Go here. Let's see what our first character popping up on the board is. It's Jigglypuff. So we have to get Mr. Peterson to catch Jigglypuff. Let's get an ordered pair here to help him out. So Mr. Peterson is always going to start in the middle, which is called the origin. And so for Jigglypuff, Mr. Peterson's not going to walk anywhere along the x-axis. So the x-coordinate is going to be 0. And our y-coordinate is he needs to go down. So let's go ahead and climb down. 1, 2, 3. So in climbing down 3, that's going to be a -3. So our ordered pair for Jigglypuff is going to be 0, -3. So next up is Charizard. So let's get an ordered pair for him. So what's happened is Mr. Peterson is going to start in the origin, and he's going to walk to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that ordered pair, the start, the x-coordinate is going to be -4. And then our y-coordinate, we're going to go up 1 to get us to Charizard. So that's going to be a +1 for our y-coordinate, giving us the ordered pair of -4, -1. And last but not least is Pikachu. Let's go ahead and catch Pikachu here. So our ordered pair to help Mr. Peterson, he's going to start in the origin, and he's going to go to the right. 1, 2, 3. So there's going to be +3. And then he's going to climb down. So Mr. Peterson will climb down 1, 2, 3 to -3. So the ordered pair for Pikachu would be 3, -3. And then last but not least, we have to figure out where these characters are going to be at. And so Pikachu shows up on the y-axis. So the y-axis is the axis that is the vertical axis going up and down. Charizard here. Remember our quadrants here are labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. So Charizard here is going to be in quadrant number 2. And then Pikachu shows up in quadrant number 4. So the question is, how far is Pikachu from the x-axis? And so we know that Pikachu is located at 3, -3 is the ordered pair. And how far is he away from our x-axis? So let's go ahead and count up 1, 2, 3. So Pikachu is located 3 units away from the x-axis. But how far is Pikachu away from the y-axis? The y-axis is the axis going up and down. And so let's go ahead and figure it out. So he is 1, 2, 3 units away from the y-axis.